Okay, this vlog I'm going to start it here in the Puerto de Alcalá. This is the Puerto de Alcalá, although what you're seeing here is just like a tarp over the actual monument because it's being renovated. So right now, if you come to Spain, you're not actually going to see it because it's behind that. It kind of looks like that, but you can't actually see it. We're going to start this little mini vlog. I want to show you a neighborhood that I think is really beautiful. Now, it's not something that every tourist is going to check out because it's just a neighborhood. But if you have some extra time, or if you're here for more time, I think it's a nice neighborhood to kind of like have a look at because it's really pretty buildings. It's called the Barrio de Los Jerónimos, and it starts in this area. And it's called the Barrio de Los Jerónimos because there is a basilica called the Los Jernónimos, which we'll actually get to here in a bit so we can see it. Okay, one of the things I love are these kind of gallery windows that they have. I think they're so beautiful, and you'll see a lot of the buildings in this area. Let's see, we're going to go down this street. There at the end of the street, you can see that's the tower from the Palacio de Cibeles. And I think we're going to cross here and keep going this way. Okay, so you have the Retiro Park on this side, and then you have this neighborhood starting on this side. So the people that have their houses in these buildings must have the most fantastic views of the park. Let me tell you, this is the neighborhood where the fancy people live, so of course. I just love these kind of buildings. I think they're so beautiful. So this fabulous building here has been renovated into a hotel. So there's an option as a hotel. It's a petite palace hotel. I love these kind of pretty wrought iron balconies. They're really nice, and those gallery balconies as well with glass. I feel like taking these little kind of strolls about different neighborhoods kind of give you a feel of what, other parts of Madrid are that aren't just the touristy areas. So I think they're fun to do. In one of my shorts, I mentioned that Madrid is one of the greenest cities in Europe. I think it's like the 5th greenest city. It has for quantity of trees. So you'd be surprised because you think of Spain is so dry and desert-like, but it is actually one of the greenest cities. They're always very careful about planting new trees constantly. Okay, so this is the stock market here in Madrid. It's called the Bolsa de Madrid. So this is where all that trading and such must be going on. Here we have the Academia Española, which is basically where they decide on the language, like which new words are new words or which other words need to be spelled another way or whatever. So that's what goes on here. And so, as I said before, there's a basilica called Los Jernónimos, which gives name to this neighborhood. So this is the basilica I was talking about. Let me see if I can get in here for a better look. Okay, so here you can see it a little bit better. It's really beautiful. And it is right across from the Prado Museum. So if you're at the Prado Museum, you have a little bit of extra time, you can swing over here and see the Basilica de los Jerónimos. I have never actually been inside, so why don't we go up there and see if it's possible to go inside. Always watch your step going into churches here. Okay, so there was a mass going on, so you can't really, I mean, if you go to the mass, you're fine, but if you just want to like look around, you can't really be walking around when people are in mass. So I went ahead and went out. And right across there is the Prado Museum, as I said before. We're going to go around over this way, and I'm going to take you toward the Royal Botanical Gardens. Show you where that is. These bronze doors were put into this, actually, this was a cloister, but it was renovated. I think part of it's on the inside still, and they put these cool bronze doors. You can't really see it too well, and have much light here, but they're pretty cool looking. And I believe that houses a museum in there. So this is the back part of the Prado Museum. Fun fact, that cafeteria there, I think I used to go there with my husband when we were still dating, maybe like 28 years ago, could be. We probably had enough money for a beer between the two of us. Brings back memories. Okay, so right in front of us now is the Royal Botanical Gardens that you can. Okay, so you've got the Prado Museum here to your right. Right in front of us is the Paseo del Prado, which is that boulevard. And then off to our left is the Royal Botanical Gardens. Looks like there's quite a line. People do like to go see them. It's really pretty. They have, I don't know how many hundreds and hundreds of different species of plants. They're going to have a light show at Christmas time. So if anybody's going to be here at Christmas time, you can go to see the light show. Although you do have to get your tickets, and you make sure to get them early because they do fill up. And here, sometimes it's free to get into the gardens, and sometimes it's not. I don't really know the criteria. I'm not really sure. I could try to find that out. But if you're at the Prado, for example, and then you decide that you have some extra time, well, you can pop over here and check out the Botanical Gardens. Actually, I was here last week, and in autumn, they're fabulous. It's so beautiful with all the leaves, the autumn leaves. It was great. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this mini blog of the neighborhood of Los Jerónimos. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I'll be so happy to help you out if you're coming to visit, or if you have any questions about Madrid or Spain in general. Botanical Gardens to your right, Prado Museum to your left, and I hope to see you here soon. Like and subscribe. Hasta luego.